Okay, air assist pump, trying to make this damn thing quieter. It is a Hailea ACO 318 45 watt, and any pump that makes a reasonable pressure is going to make a noise, but this gives off a bass type noise which really aggravates my ears. So let's just turn it on. Before we start, let's do a background check of my noise. Now let's turn the pump on. Okay, let's see whether there's a spend in the pump makes it any quieter. Not really. So it is vibrating, I can feel it vibrating. So I'm now going to try 4 folds of a microfiber cloth, because you might not be able to see that, but it is skating across the table. If I put my finger in, you can see it, going to touch my finger in a second. So you definitely need something. This microfiber cloth sticks quite well to MDF. So one trick I have found is using hose pipe. So I've got a 2-foot piece of garden hose pipe, and if I stick the end on here, you may not be able to hear it, but the bass tone that seems to aggravate my ears has gone. Let me just take it off. There's like a deep humming noise if you listen. So now let's try a short piece of hose. That's done the same. There I can hear the noise. So I'm going to keep that on. So my next thing was, am I getting noise from this restriction? So turn the sound down if you've got your sound up, and you can take the hose off. That's a good pressure, and now if I take this off, you hear a loud bang 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 noise. 3, 2, 1. So my idea is that this barb, because this barb does get warm, because it's threaded into the hole and then it's restricted down to a bore, is that creating any restriction? So I've got some tape wound around my hose to push inside the hose. Just need, and this is only a temporary solution because it's testing. I think I need another wrap of hose, another wrap of tape. So I'm going to push that in there so it sticks in there, and then turn it on to see whether it makes any difference. So again, it may not register a good difference on the meter, but it may just be what I'm hearing. Now to me that's quieter. And all I've got at the other end is my air assist nozzle that I'm testing, and that has a 4mm hole, and that's just blowing onto some material. Any noise, listen, quieter, noisier, quieter, noisier. Again, it may not come on the meter. And that's because in the back of this is just an air filter with some very cheap foam in it. So in this part here, just take the end off. This is only plastic, and it's got a dimple because it recesses a ball bearing. And you've got this piston in the back here, which is moving backwards and forwards, and that's creating the air pressure. So the ball bearing seats the piston and tries to keep it central in its housing. So my theory is you've got that piston beating across against this back plate, and is it generating noise? I do intend to cut some plywood and do some further testing on this back plate, but let me put it back together. It's easy if you drop the ball bearing in, put the plate on, and in the back here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 air inlets. Now I haven't done any testing on these yet, whether if you make these bigger is going to reduce the sound, but the next thing I'm going to try, I think, will prevent me from doing that test, taking this pump apart and drilling these holes bigger. So what I've done, I've 3D printed my own outlet back box. I've put some filter medium in. Let's just take it out so I can show you. So in here, if it catches the light, you've got some big triangles where the air can flow through. You've got a big hole here which takes the hose pipe. Let's see if it makes any difference. So my theory is that the plastic housing is only touching the pump via the black gasket, because this is going to be held on rubber bands. So let me push that on and let's turn it on. So I'm going to do the same thing now. I'm going to push a piece of hose pipe in the top. Let me just angle it to the camera as well. That has made the sound softer. And if I try a long piece of hose, I don't think it makes any difference. That's like a 3-foot long piece of garden hose pipe now going down to the floor. certainly got rid of the deep bass noise that was affecting my ears, and if it's on for like half an hour when you're doing engraving, or an hour or longer, it just stops earache. So my idea is that this will eventually go in the house, in the enclosure that I'm designing, and this air pipe will go outside the enclosure, so it's sucking fresh air in and not recirculating the smoke which is being generated by the laser. So that's it. So I think this is for the win. I might have to redesign this 3D housing or print a larger gasket, because I'm not sure whether this rubber band idea will sustain the vibration. So if I put my finger here, I can obviously feel the pump vibrating, but I think it's a win for me. So the meter may not demonstrate So most of the noise is coming from the middle of the pump, and this is where the piston is shuttling backwards and forwards, opening and closing two diaphragm flaps to generate the pressure. But I just had to get something done because it was driving me mad, and at the moment I've only got my cardboard enclosure, and I had to do something with this pump because it was driving my ears insane. So quick and easy video today. Give it a try. You don't have to print this thing. Just a bit of hose pipe on the end of this will quiet it down quite a bit, but let me know what you think. With my 3D printed enclosure. Thanks for making it to the end of my videos. If I've earned your respect and your trust, perhaps you would consider subscribing to my channel. It really does make a massive difference. And maybe you would like to watch some of the videos popping up on the screen now. Let me know what you think. Cheers for now.